I know what awaits me. I died a few weeks ago. I wasn't supposed to, but I did. I was walking down 3rd Street when the man ahead of me began to choke on something he was eating. I watched his lips turn blue as a YouTube video told me how to perform the Heimlich maneuver. I followed the instructions, and to my surprise, he lived. I kinda wish he hadn't. He rounded on me, his eyes full of terror, and then he ducked. As frightening as the Grim Reaper is, his scythe didn't hurt. It just cut through my being, and my soul kind of seeped out, like air escaping a balloon. There is a white light after, by the way, but it's not as calming as I would have expected. Well, not for me anyhow. I was in a queue of hundreds of people, the recently deceased. They stepped forward with a slow, unified cadence, all of them staring blankly ahead with a slight smile on their faces. I walked with them. In truth, the mistake of my death was a happy coincidence. I had purchased a dozen morphine tablets and a bottle of whiskey before the Reaper came. I was heading home to end my life. It was hours before I first saw the gates. They were dull and metallic, not pearly, but there was a figure at the front of the line who opened them. It wore a white robe, not dissimilar from the black one of the Reaper. Would he know about the mistake? I hoped not. But then, I got close enough to hear beyond the gate, close enough to see. One by one, the people passed through, and then the screams began. There were Reapers on the other side, dozens of them, slicing and tearing flesh, grabbing pieces in their skeletal mouths and chewing, eating. "No, I'm not supposed to be here," I shouted. "There's been a mistake!" The crowd pushed forward. The screams grew. But the figure at the gate stopped the procession at me. It regarded me with empty sockets, and then reached a bony finger toward me. I awoke to a crowd gathered around me. A woman knelt beside me, a look of relief on her face. "You're okay!" What happened? You tried to save that guy. It seemed like you did, but then you collapsed, and he collapsed a few seconds later. I'm sorry, but Sorrow overtook her relief. The paramedics couldn't explain my sudden unconsciousness, but I remembered everything. A day later, I saw him in my rearview mirror for the first time. A Grim Reaper. He follows me. Whenever I pick up a razor to shave my face. Whenever I tighten my tie around my neck. Whenever I lean against a balcony railing. He wants me to finish what I started when I bought the pills. But I know what awaits me. Now, every time I lay my head down to sleep, I hear him sniffing me and clacking his hungry teeth.